Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is your daily Bible class. We're looking at the book of James, and listen to what James says here. Believers in humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position, but the rich, he says, will take pride in their humiliation. So what he's doing is bringing a contrast between the rich and the poor. He says those who are actually in humble circumstances, you should be thankful for what God has done. You say, why should I be that? You see, this whole teaching is actually contrary to the prosperity preaching that we have going on today. There are preachers out there saying, listen, brother, what you need to do is you need to send me some money. Send me $1,000 and God will give you 10,000 and 30,000 and 100,000. And there are people selling, holy oil. And you know what? That's not what it's all about. The kingdom of God is not a matter of meat and drink. It's not about possessions or material things. It's about righteousness, peace, and joy. And here is James actually taking aim at those who are putting their eternal stake and all of their eggs in their riches and all those things. He says, actually, you should take pride. You should be thankful that you have the position that you have. You're not worrying about somebody coming and stealing from you. You're not worried about the moth eating away what you have. You're not worried about rust destroying that. No, you're putting your trust in God. I met a believer one time from Kenya, and I asked him, I said, how come the Kenyan church is so powerful? He said, without any reservation, when you have to trust God, when you have to put your faith in God for your daily provision, he says, it changes everything. And it's right, it does. And he says, but the rich should take pride in their humiliation, for what they have will pass away. You need to understand that material possessions are going to pass away. You're never going to find a Brink trucks following a hearse. You will not find a U-Haul being hauled behind a hearse. No, instead what you'll find is you come into this world with nothing and you go out into this world with nothing. Not that long ago, my relatives had passed away, and we had the responsibility of distributing what they had. And you looked at all this stuff that they had accumulated, and they couldn't take it with them. And what James is basically saying is wealth fades away. Wealth withers away. What you need to do is you need to focus on the eternal. Those things that the thief cannot destroy, the moth cannot eat, and as well rust cannot eat away. He goes on to say, for the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant, it blossom fall, and its beauty is destroyed. He says, listen, it's the way of the world. There are some beautiful flowers, but in time they wither, in time they fade, in time they die. We have some beautiful, beautiful flowers around our home, and they all have their season. But folks, that season is not very long. And when it comes to the things of this world, they do fade away. They do die. They basically don't have any value. It's amazing to me how that, especially today. Let me talk about the smartphone. Now, everybody wanted the iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I think there's another one called the 7. And everybody wants it. But do you ever notice what happened to the iPhone 3? It still does the same thing, but you see, you want the better, bigger deal. You want the newer thing. You want the new car, etc., etc. All of these things will pass away. Then he goes on to say, in the same way, the rich will fade away while they go about their business. He says, focus on those things which are eternal. Do not put your trust and all your eggs in materialism, because the problem with material is that sooner or later you gotta have and replace it. So the simple fact is, keep your eyes on the things that really matter. Things such as love and joy and peace and kindness, the fruit of the Spirit. Keep your eyes on the kingdom, which is righteousness, peace, and joy. Great advice for you today. My name is Robert Dean Steele. This is your daily Bible class, and you have yourself a great and godly day.